Stop scrolling. What if I asked you to print I love coding 1000 times? Would you write 1000 print statements? Of course not. And that's exactly why loops exist. Welcome back to She Codes and welcome to day 4 of our 100 days DSS challenge. Today we are learning one of the most important programming concepts that every software engineer uses: daily loops. Imagine Instagram loading hundreds of posts. Imagine YouTube showing thousands of videos. Imagine Amazon displaying millions of products. Do programmers manually write code for every item? Absolutely not. They use loops. A loop allows a block of code to execute repeatedly until a condition becomes false. Let's start with the most commonly used loop, the for loop. So types of loops in Java. First one is for loop. A for loop is used when the number of iterations is known beforehand. For example, if we want to print numbers from 1 to 5, a for loop is perfect. So this is the syntax. For loop we are having initialization, condition and increment. That means increment or decrement. Here we use increment or decrement for update the loop. Components of for loop, that means executed only once. Condition checked before every iteration. If true, loop runs. If false, loop stops. Update, that means increment or decrement changes loop variable. Here is the example. Have taken 1, I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5. So until 5 it will print based on this statement 1 2 3 4 5. Flow of for loop: initialization. First we'll go to initialization, then condition, execute code, then update the loop, condition again. Next while loop. Second one is while loop, used when the number of iterations is not known beforehand. The syntax is while of condition. Here we need to mention condition. Between the brackets we write code. For example, int I equals to 1, while of I less than equals to 5, system.out.println of I. Here it will print until 5. Why? Because here we mentioned I plus plus, that means incrementing the loop 1 2 3 4 5. Here is the output. The flow of the while loop: condition. First it will check condition, then it will go to if true, then execute. After that only it will update, then condition again, it will loop. The real example is, imagine while battery less than greater than 0, phone is on. The exact number of iterations is unknown. Do while loop. A do while loop executes at least once, even if the condition is false. Even if the condition is false also, do while loop executes at least one time. For example, do, this is the syntax, do within the brackets we will have code. That means whatever the statements we need to print, then we will need to mention while with condition. For example, we have taken I equal to 1 and within do loop system.out.println of I and mentioned I plus plus to iterate the execution, and at last we mentioned while I less than equals to 5. So before coming to this statement, do while loop executes at least one time. So the output is 1 2 3 4 5. The important difference between while loop and do while loop is checks a condition first. In while loop it checks condition first. False, if false then executes, if true then executes the within the while loop statements. And for do while loop executes first without checking condition, then checks a condition later. So the output is hello. Nested loops. Coming to fourth one, nested loop. A loop inside another loop is called nested loop. For loop, we have taken I equals to 1, I less than equals to 3, and I plus plus. And again we have taken for loop inside the for loop. Here we have taken int I, j equal to 1, j less than equal to 2, j plus plus. And within that for loop we have taken system.out.println and printing the I plus space and plus j. That means it will print I value, j value simultaneously. The answer is 1 1 1 2 2 1 2 2 3 1 3 2. Real life example is think of a classroom, outer loop rows, inner loop students in each row. Common loop programs that are we mostly used in learning the concepts in DSA: printing numbers 1 to 10, sum of first 10 natural numbers, multiplication table, factorial, and so on. Infinite loop. Definition: a loop that never stops. That means infinite loop. While of true, this condition is always true, so it will print unconditionally. Loop control statements. Why? Because in this kind of situation it will take so much memory, so for that we need to break the loop. So we have loop control statements that are break, continue. Break means stops the loop immediately. For int I equals to 1, I less than equals to 10, I plus plus. If I double equals to 5, then that means we need to break the loop. If not, it will go on to 10. That means the iterations will have more and it takes a more space. So if this condition is true, break means it will print up to only 4, 1 2 3 4. For continue, skips the current iteration. It skips the current iteration and prints the remaining one. That means we have taken for loop here, and I equals to 1 up to 5 less than equals to 5, and I plus plus. In that we have taken if condition. If I equals to I double equals to 3, continue system.out.println except 3. Here we will print 1 to 5. So 1 2 3 here skipped, 4 5. Quick revision notes. For quick revision notes, loop means repetition. For loop means known iterations. While loop means unknown iterations. For do while loop means executes at least once. Nested loop means loop inside loop. Break means exit loop. Continue means skip iteration. Infinite loop means it never stops, but it will stop using loop control statements that are break, continue, and so on. If you enjoyed this today's session, like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to She Codes. Tomorrow we will learn more DSA concepts. Keep coding, keep learning, and I will see you in day 5 of our 100 days DSA challenge.